Aiden, today is an ugly day, but these days are also necessary for teams like the Yankees, right? They need to see the ugly side. They need to get their asses handed to them on occasion during training. It gives them a hard look. It forces them to look hard and say, okay, maybe certain parts of the depth are not working. Maybe some of the moves we made continue. We need to tinker with some things, right? And we'll box score this, and you let me know what your thoughts are along the way. And again, the Yankees aren't the only team that's getting this done. I mean, Yamamoto from the Dodgers had his ass handed to him right this spring. So did Roki Sasaki. Guys that Yankee fans call the greatest thing since sliced bread. Those guys get pounded during spring training too. They're working on stuff, right? This happens. It's normal, okay? It's not fun, but it's normal, right? Shout out to the chat, by the way. Now, Trent Grisham was 0 for 2. Spencer Jones came in, relieved him 0 for 0. Well, he had a walk, and that's it. Jason Dominguez was 1 for 2. Made a kind of a lazy play in the outfield too when he was there. The guy stretched out a ball to the W. He was lazy getting to the ball. This is what I'm talking about. Is with his defense, right? Lackadaisical getting to the ball sometimes, and can't have that stuff. And obviously, we got a lot of guys out right now because of World Baseball Classic. So Duke Ellis came in with a really good defensive play towards the end, and thankfully the Yankees got mercy rolled by the rain later on in the game. This game only went 7 innings, but they lost 15-0. Cody Bellinger was 0 for 1, but he's batting .400 this spring. Yanquiel Fernandez 0 for 1. Giancarlo Stanton was 0 for 2. Ryan McMahon was 1 for 2 with an error, but he had a double, but he made an error. And this is what I'm talking about. I understand, player positional versatility and stuff, but I don't know if Ryan McMahon at shortstop is a good option. I would rather have George Lombard playing shortstop and have keep Ryan McMahon at third. It just seems to be a better fit at third. It's a more natural fit for him at third. He did make an error today too, which frustrated Aaron Boone. So, but again, this is part of the game. Got to make these mistakes. Braden Shoemake was 0 for 0. JC Escar 0 for 2. Let's see, Max Schumann 0 for 0. He had 2 walks. So Schumann. Yorbat Vivas came in and relieved him. Was 0 for 0 with didn't do anything. Seth Brown was 0 for 2, and Zach Short was 0 for 2. So the Yankees had 2 whole hits. Ryan McMahon had 1. Jason Dominguez had the other. So pretty slow offensive day for the Yankees. But the good news is Oswaldo Cabrera is going to be playing tomorrow. He did announce that. Okay, now on the box score pitching side, Paul Blackburn 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 strikeouts, 56 pitches. And then he was relieved by Jeffrey Gilbert doing 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, and got out of there. Cade Winquist, he an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 strikeout, 26 pitches. He didn't look good. Neither did Angel Chevy. 2/3 of an inning, 5 hits, 6 runs. He got hit hard. This is the time to take your lumps right now and get work on some things. So he was the new acquisition that the Yankees made a couple of weeks ago from the Rockies. And then he was relieved by Cole Zafiro, I never heard of him. 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Michael Arias came in 1/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 5 runs. So another ugly performance there too. And then you had, after Arias, we had Pedro Rodriguez come in through 1/3 of an inning. We gave up a hit and got an out. And then Pico Khan, one of the guys I said to keep an eye out for. He threw 2/3 of an inning before the Yankees were smothered by the rain. He got 2 strikeouts. So in 15 pitches. He's the left-handed pitcher that I think would be wise for the Yankees to keep an eye on. But I could still see a trade for a relief pitcher, a major league relief pitcher with experience, a good major league relief pitcher, or even a free agent signing like Michael Kopech or Garrett Clevenger from the Rays. Those guys, they can come in to bring major league experience and I think can provide a little bit of stability in the bullpen. Because I could still see Winquist, who they picked up from the Rule 5 draft, maybe not making the team, right? So there's a couple of mainstays. And again, right now we need reliable pitching in the bullpen. We're getting it from Jake Bird, Fernando Cruz, David Bednar, some of the usual suspects. But there's other spots that still have yet to be solidified. So, but again, this is spring training. They have to work out a lot of kinks. That doesn't mean they're not going to get hit in the regular season either. So, yeah, exactly. I mean, it does happen to everybody. Jonathan, how are you doing, man? So, exactly. They did have an off. They were 9-2. Now they're 9-3. They've had a good spring. They were bound to get a butt kicking like this. It happens, right? including to the Yankees. And the Dodgers get pumped like this too. It just happens. It's part of the game. And right now we have like 10 guys, 10 starters not playing. So this is a regular thing. But it is what from the pitching side, Pete O'Con. He was their 4th round pick last year from Mississippi State, a big lefty. He's a guy that I've been talking about for a little while now. I would keep an eye on him. He's a guy who can rock up the system too. Right now, I think he might be the number 8 or number 10 prospect now. He's kind of slowly moving up the system. So on the offensive side, you can get 2 hits, nothing much. But I could see, one reason I say I could see Jason Dominguez being traded for a relief pitcher is for the stuff like that today. You got to get a hit, but lackadaisical play in left field is the stuff that really frustrates managers and teams. So, yeah, it definitely was a double A lineup. So, but again, it is what it is, right? This was their first ugly game of the spring. I'll take it. They're 9-3. So, and across the board, we'll get you a quick box score around the horn right now. The Braves are up 9-5 on the Jays right now in the 9th. The Cubs are up 4-1 over the Diamondbacks in the 4th. The Reds are up 6-5 over the Dodgers in the 3rd. The Athletics are up 8-0 over the Angels in the 2nd. 8-0 in the 2nd. The Padres are up 12-2 on the Mariners in the 2nd. 12-2 in the 2nd inning. Okay, the Brewers are up 4-2 over the Rockies in the 3rd. And completed games, the Marlins beat the Astros 2-0. Nationals 7-4 over the Mets. The Phillies beat the Red Sox 6-2. Cardinals beat the Pirates 3-2. The Orioles beat the Rays 4-3. And that's it across the board. That's it. Well, exactly. Exactly. It's going to be both ways. The Yankees are going to get pounded, and then they're going to drop 20 runs on a team. It just happens. That's baseball right now. And again, obviously, when they drop in their heavy duty runs, there's more starters in there. But still, that still remains to be said. They are healthy right now. Stephen B's in the house. What's going on, man? So they're healthy, and that's the key. Giancarlo Stanton's healthy. It looks like Cody Bellinger is slowly working his back from back spasms. So working his way back from back spasms, which is good too. And hopefully we'll continue to get progress from Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon and the rest of them. So encouraging sign. An encouraging sign. You guys let me know what your thoughts are. All right. Yeah, they did call the game fast because of the rain. It was pouring out. And it was at that point it didn't make any sense. There's no need to right now to risk injury for people and stuff. So you might as well just call the game. Might as well. There you go, Stephen B. Yeah, I had spent some time at a tire shop today because I had a tire issue in my car. I was there for almost 4 hours. Now, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. That's baseball for you right now. Team USA looks really good, and Spencer Jones looks good. A couple of guys look really good too. Duke Ellis had a really good defensive play. So a couple of bright spots, not many. Sports talk, what's going on? Not many bright spots today, but again, it is what it is. 6:35 game tomorrow, so maybe tomorrow night I'll be able to go live. We'll see. It's Friday night. We'll see. Doing all right, sports talk. A little busy, but doing okay. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. This one will be a short and sweet because I have to get back. I got 3 kids upstairs doing homework right now. So 2 out of 3 doing homework. Hold on. What's up there? Where? This is my little assistant. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Yeah. My little assistant, McKenna. You say hi?
Hi.
All right, buddy. I'll be up in a minute, okay? You finish your homework?
Yeah, I did not.
I want to check your math problems, okay? You can go watch Peppa now if you want. All right? That's my middle child. Thank you. She's going to be 6. She's 5 going on 6. Going to be 6 in June. Thank you. Yeah, that's my little princess. So She's 5. She's going to be 6 in June. I have another one that's going to be 4 in June. And my eldest just turned 8 last month. 3 girls. That's where we're at right now. I mean, right now, I wouldn't worry too much about the Yankees having ugly games like this right now, especially when we have a third of the team or almost half the roster out of in doing the World Baseball Classic. So, I've had the other ones on too, Jonathan. I mean, I had Brooklyn on. Brooklyn doesn't want to come on as much. Madison, this one's the most personable. So, you know. Yes, indeed. How do you stream on Netflix? I don't know how to stream on Netflix, Sports Talk. I don't know how to stream on Netflix. Yeah, indeed. Yes, indeed, Joel Moss. That's right, man. Yeah, it's what it is. You know, Jones having a much more patient approach at the plate. He's still making some mechanical modifications to his stance, stride. Do I have Netflix? Yes, but I don't know if for copyright reasons I don't think you can't stream the game through Netflix on the YouTube channel for copyright reasons. I don't live in the Bay Area, so I don't have NBC Sports Bay Area. You can't. I don't think you can stream. You can't stream with the volume, at least. You might be able to stream the game, but not the volume. Because you can't hear other people talking. Otherwise, it's a copyright problem issue. You'll get flagged for copywriting. So, you know. Yes, I don't know if I can do the game. I don't even know what time the game is. And again, it's... Yo, Ken, what do you know, my man? Yeah, I don't think you can add Netflix to YouTube either. You'd have to basically live stream the game and have people essentially listen in or have some type of marketing in the stream. But generally, you're not supposed to watch. Can't put the game on the TV. If you do, to a degree, you're going to put highlights and you can't put the volume that's being on the channel itself. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged for copywriting. So, Beagle. And I don't know what time those games are. So, I mean, all that stuff I have to work around my job and family and all that stuff. So, Ken's going to be calling tomorrow's game. So, if you want to listen to it, they play the Rays tomorrow. You can listen on Ken the Yankees Ugly Truth. He calls a heck of a game, Ken. He calls a heck of a game. No. $8:05 opening day start. Ooh. 8:05 at night. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's bedtime. I have no idea. Then I would be doing. I'm not sure yet. It's too early for me to tell. Anyway, it's still several. And you're right too. YouTube will probably shut down the stream for third-party content. That's another good point. That's what I'm talking about. Like whether it's copywriting or third-party content. Yeah. There's a lot of little things, Beagle, that get flagged on YouTube. And, their algorithm will push your videos for certain things. They won't push you for certain things and so on and so forth. You never really know. So, yeah. I would like to have some type of thing on the screen that's not the game itself. Yeah, YouTube is third party. That's right. There's all these little things, Sports Talk, that make it difficult too. I mean, you can just watch the game and react to it, but it's hard to do that. And at least for me, it is. But I got to get those sound effects that Ken has. I got to get those. The Yankees sound effects. No. Yeah, that's it. I think it's going to add some pepper to the game. And I got to learn how to call the game as good as Ken. Ken's got a very smooth delivery on how he calls the game. If you haven't listened to him, I would encourage you to do that. Beagle's ready to go. He's ready to go. But today was just a necessary butt kicking. And again, like I said, these are the types of games that are going to give the Yankees force them to take a hard look at certain things. And I've said this, and I've said it recently too. It might be wise to add another reliable relief pitcher, right? Who can give them stability at the major league level, who's already experienced at the major league level. So Ken got shut down trying to call a vintage 77 game World Series game 6. That's the Yankees. Took a third-party content hit that's stuck on my channel for 80 days. Yeah. You never know. You never know. Yeah, I know there were channels are pushing for him to be. He's not ready for the major leagues yet. And I like that he hit Garrett Crochet yesterday. You know the last two guys to hit home runs off Garrett Crochet? George Lombard and Anthony Volpe. Yep. So, yeah, World Baseball Classic ends on the 17th. And you have about 10 days until opening day about that. So, but I think George Lombard needs some development in AAA. Because aside from Garrett Crochet, who is he really facing here? And you're going to be facing top level pitching every single day at the major league level. He needs that next step, that progression step in AAA for a little while. Yeah, his defense is crazy good. Crazy good. I like what I saw yesterday offensively. It's a good step, but we need to see that consistently. Dax Kilby's bat is way advanced. So I could see him getting closer to George Lombard Jr. But I like both of them. I like both. That could be your middle infield for years to come over the next couple of years. So, yeah. The ticket's going to be super expensive. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pico Khan, that's right. Yep, his spring training pro debut, 2 strikeouts in 7th. That's one of the first things I pointed out as a bright spot. He's the guy I'm talking about, right? I've been talking about recently, this past week or so. Guy to look out for. Their 4th-round pick last year from Mississippi State. Big lefty. He's their top lefty pitching prospect. Mm-hmm. He came back too. He drew some balls. He fell behind in the count that first batter, and then he came in and mowed the guy down with a strikeout, man. The only shortstop I would have traded for would have been Nico Horner. But now now that they've got, Randall Grichuk, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to make that roster crunch. It really would. And I'm not trading for C.J. Abrams, or Corey Seager. I'm not trading for any of those guys. No way. Nico Horner would be the only shortstop I would have traded for because he checks more boxes than any of those guys do. But I'm not sure the Cubs are going to move him now. I wouldn't be surprised, transparency, if Kilby makes it to Double-A this year. With his bat, he could. He's got a really, really good bat. So, World Baseball Classic, I'm USA or Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic is stacked. But USA looks good too. But again, you can't rule out Japan either because they're always up there too. So, but I think Dominican Republic has probably the edge. When's Cashman going to start? They'll start making them in maybe a week or so. Yeah. And then you'll see, guys being reassigned to this camp, reassigned to that camp. That's also considered a cut. So, nice job, Sports Talk. 5:33. Bryce Cunningham. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question on Bryce Cunningham, Jonathan. I'm not sure. Ben Hess looks good. He definitely looks good. Let's see. Tomorrow against the Rays, do we have a pitching matchup tomorrow already? Let's see. Yeah, it is 6:35. It's going to be Joe Boyle for the Rays versus Cam Schlittler. Schlittler's making his debut tomorrow. Schlittler on the mound tomorrow night, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I mean, Kilby would be awesome. Kilby would be awesome. I was pleasantly surprised to see Pico Khan there today. But right now, the guys at the World Baseball Classic, this is the opportunity for guys. I mean, Ryan Yarborough, he's playing in the World Baseball Classic, so they had to bring up another lefty, Pico Khan. Just made sense. I think Kilby will be here during spring training next year. Timothy, Yankees got pounded today. It was a necessary butt kicking, though. It's going to force them to make some tough decisions. So, but it is what it is. They lost 15-0, and then they called the game after 7 innings because of rain. Kent looks good so far. He's gotten to a couple games this spring as well. Keaton Kent's already been in 2 games, for transparency. Got a double a couple days ago. He's got a nice, smooth lefty bat. Yeah, I'd say 45, 48. I would agree. Something around no more than 50, Ken. No more than 50. It'd be good to see him out there. And then after that, all we have is Cole and Rodon. So, yeah, they did. Yeah, they got pounded today. But again, it's the first. They're 9-3 now. They still have the best record in spring training. So, even good, guys get rocked. Like I said, Yamamoto's been rocked already this spring. So is Roki Sasaki, both from the Dodgers. They've both been tattooed. So, it's been raining here this morning. So, transparency, yeah. Yeah, I think, like I said, man, Volpe has to win the job back, no matter what. I like the kid, but he does it right. He does it the right way, but he's got to win the job back. You have to outplay Caballero if you want his position. Period. It's got to be that way, right? So, yeah, spring training so far low key. Yankees are just their pitchers are building up arm strength. Their batters working on the timing, doing the usual stuff. It's just good. It's good to see some other guys getting opportunities as well. So, yeah. And we'll see how Volpe, when he does come back and whatever he does, we'll see what type of play we get from him. Shvi recorded 1 out, Des. He got 1. And he got pounded. Yeah, a couple guys got pounded today. Michael Arias and Cade Winquist got hit pretty good. So it's just an ugly day for a couple of the bullpens. So now now we got to see how well these guys rebound. How do they come back the next time they pitch? Are they better than today? Which is good. But again, like if Caballero's playing well, I don't want to sit Caballero. I would play Caballero as a leadoff guy. I would have him lead off, and I would be Bellinger second and Judge third. Yeah. Exactly. There's a lot of dudes out in the World Baseball Classic right now. It is what it is. I think Schumann makes the opening day roster too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this isn't a receding hairline. This is a buzz. I buzz my hair. My wife wants me razor 1 clip. Just like the military. When you go to boot camp, you shave your head. My wife likes it like that. So I keep it like that. Appreciate you, Ken, the generosity. Gifted a membership. Thank you, Ken. No truth. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I think Lombard's going to make an improvement too. Thank you, Ken, for gifting Jonathan. Very generous of you, Ken. That's right. Yeah. This is a nice buzz cut, man. It's kind of nice. Lombard, if he plays well this year, if he makes it to AAA, then he could be a September call. But again, like it depends on what the Yankees needing at that point. What they need. If they need arms in that, they'll probably add 2 arms for all we know. I would have to see what they do. But I do think he's going to get every opportunity to win a job outright in 2027. Either second or third or shortstop. So, and with these other guys we have, Lombard and Dax Kilby and Caden Kent and even in Caballero, these guys, we have enough guys here to make Anthony Volpe kind of an afterthought at some point if he doesn't play well enough to win his job back. So he's going to have. He outplayed Peraza last time to win the job out of spring training. He's got a heck of a lot more competition now. He's got a heck of a lot more. So it's not going to be easy. Yeah, I mean, 32 would be nice. I mean, I'll settle for 30, even if you get 4 more. I mean, 40 was crazy, but 30 would be nice as well. 32 would be cool too. But adding 4 more players, even if it's 2 arms and 2 bats, whatever can give you some of your starters a break towards the end of the season, towards the dog days of the summer. So, right? Yeah, exactly, Timothy. Yep. Friendly competition. It's got to be that way. You got to outplay your teammates for a job. This is the major league. This isn't like little league. This is the major leagues. You have to outplay these guys on a regular basis to win your job and to keep your. And then you have to play well enough to keep it. Right. So. I don't know how that works. I don't play like MLB The Show. Do you have to use the current roster? If it is, it would probably be Caballero, Bellinger, Judge, Rice, Stanton, Jazz, Grisham 7th. McMahon 8th, Austin Wells 9th, or Austin Wells 8th, McMahon 9th, something like that. I want a better 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, he is. It's the face of baseball right now, Judge. Judge and Ohtani, the face of baseball. Yeah. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Oh, boy. The girls are tearing the house upstairs. Yeah, I think it is random. I do think it is random. You have to respect the leagues. I mean, if you're going to have 2 players on the cover of a video game, it would probably be those 2, Judge and Ohtani. I can't think of anybody more fitting right now than those 2. Yeah. And if it was going to be pitchers, it would be Skubal and Skeens. Yeah, I hope so, Timothy. Hopefully we have enough, health. But if we don't have enough health, then we have enough depth to withstand the injuries. So, and that's the key. But just keep easing guys in, keep giving these other young kids, an opportunity to kind of move up through the system, and let the guys. Hopefully, all these guys stay healthy in the World Baseball Classic. But there's going to be other teams that make cuts over the next couple weeks in spring training. So you can see like little mini trades happen. I do think the Yankees are going to make like mini trades. They're probably going to make a shift or two in the bullpen. And I don't know what they're going to do yet with backup catcher. That one I'm not sure. Scooble 9th round pick, yes he was. You never know. You never know what you can get with these guys. So that's what's nuts. All right. But if I had to pick it would probably be Scooble and on my pitcher and catcher for the Yankees, it would be Garrett Cole. And it would be Austin Wells. Mm-hmm. Garrett Cole's my dude. That's my guy. I like Max Fried. I like Carl Sardon. I like Camp Schloller, but Garrett Cole's my guy. Yep. I mean, when baseball had 40 rounds, Mike Piazza was like a 35th round pick or 36th round pick or something like that. So, Hall of Fame catcher. Yeah, like Tom Brady was a 6th or 7th round pick in the NFL. He wasn't even a starter in his own team in college at the University of Michigan. He was like a 3rd or 4th stringer at Michigan. So, it's like you never know what they're going to turn out to be. 62nd round, Piazza. I mean, I didn't realize there were that many rounds. Same to you, Kenneth, man. God bless you, man. Lombard does look for real. So does Spencer Jones. So do a couple of these pitchers. I really like that Jake Bird is just quietly being very, very efficient right now. I think he could be a hidden weapon for this bullpen. I really do. And hopefully he stays that way. But I could see another signing or a trade with the bullpen. I still think they're gonna tinker with that part because there's a chance that like Winquist might not make the team. Right? There is a legitimate chance. And if they think Michael Kopech could be better, then maybe they'll go with Kopech. I mean, they got Winquist off of the Rule 5 draft. So, and that's it. They could sell him back for $50,000, I think it is. So, Ellie De La Cruz is another exciting player. Gunner, Skeens. I mean, can't go wrong with those. I think that right now, JC Escar is probably going to be the backup catcher, unless they trade him for a relief pitcher and they replace him with a right-handed backup catcher. So I don't think Bird's a bust. I don't think he's gonna be a bust. Chevy, I don't think he'll be a bust either. Winquist, I think, could be a bust. We'll see. But Bird's got a lot of good stuff, and he's made adjustments to his pitches, and I think Chevy is going to need a little bit of time too to kind of refine his stuff as well. But of all those guys, I think Bird is the least likely to be a bust. 100 rounds, goodness. Do I think Lombard or Jones have a real shot? I think Jones before Lombard, Kenneth. I think Jones is on standby in two areas. If Giancarlo Stanton gets hurt, then they can call up Jones for DH, or they could DH Ben Rice, move Bellinger to first, and put Jones in the outfield. So they could do that too. So it gives them some options. Lombard, I think at earliest he'd be a September call, but if not, I think he'll be up here in 2027. But I think that Jones has the inside track. I think the bullpen's still incomplete. Yeah. And I think the last bench spot is incomplete. They have to decide. I worry about Ben Rice as a backup catcher. I don't want to risk injury with him. I'd rather him stay at first. But we'll see what happens. I mean, there's still a couple weeks left in spring training, so there's still going to be little moves that are going to get made. And remember, like I said, the Yankees, when they traded Wells and Graham Lloyd to the Blue Jays for Roger Clemens, it was in March of 1999. It happened in March, a couple weeks before opening day. I will go live more often when the season's on. So Um, yeah, this is just a backdrop. I'm working on my YouTube office upstairs. I'll have my own studio soon. Um, then I'll have my own background. I'm gonna have all my memorabilia up on the wall and stuff. I have stuff in just bubble wrap right now in storage. So yeah, but this I just bought from Amazon, I think. But I go live as often as I can. It's hard to go live right now in the afternoon and midweek. So Phil, yeah, Sevilla, I don't know yet. I don't know. Sevilla, he's got options, so they may option him to AAA and let him continue to develop. This is why I think I'm keeping my eye on, keeping my eye out for Kopech and Garrett Clevenger. Those are the two arms I'm keeping my eyes out for, eyes and ears open for the bullpen. Jake Boss is in. What's up, Jake Boss? Um, yeah, the roster will be incomplete until opening day, as most other teams do. So yeah, if I can go live tomorrow night, I'll go live tomorrow night. That's usually a better time because by then the girls will be in bed and all that stuff. So it's different. 'Cause right out here, I got to go right upstairs, check the homework, and I got to bathe the girls, and then I got to prepare dinner. So it just keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps going. Elmer Rodriguez looks really good. Yep. Legrand looks good. I think Rodriguez is probably the first in line for pitching. I think Ben Hess is probably and Chase Hampton a little bit behind him. I think LeGrand, hey, if he'll get his calling, will probably be for the bullpen at least for now. He needs another high level pitch, and I think to be will have a bit more of a repertoire in terms to be a successful starting pitcher. Elmer Rodriguez has several out pitches, and LeGrand not yet, but he throws 103, and that cannot be ignored. So, but we have look at our top 10 prospects. 7 of them are pitchers. I mean, last year, the year before, 7 of them were position players. Now we're building kind of a pitching factory here with the Yankees, right? So, and I do think Elmer Rodriguez is the first starter to get called up. Yep, he looks good. He looks really good, Elmer Rodriguez. Pitcher for Team Puerto Rico right now. He's a good-looking pitcher. And then Legrand, hey, I think he will if he gets a call up this year to be for the bullpen. Those are probably the two arms I think that can get called up. But Chevy, I still think he needs some stuff to work on. And again, like Chevy, his options, like I said, Winquist may not make the team. So Yankees are still going to be tinkering with the bullpen. And they have to. They have to. It's gotta be on point when opening day comes. You gotta have the right guys there. Or at some point, if you're gonna get Kopech or Clevenger, like Kopech is not in camp yet for anybody. Clevenger is. So if you're gonna get somebody, if it's a free agent, you gotta get him in camp. Like Rafael Montero is still having a visa problem. I was talking to Ken about this earlier. There are a lot of guys having visa problems right now. It's a kind of a widespread thing in baseball. A bunch of Cubs players have not made camp yet because of visa problems. Players like 8 Cuban players from the World Baseball Classic have been denied entry into the U.S. So for whatever reason, but it's not only happening to the Yankees, it's happening to other teams as well. But for the Yankees, it's Rafael Montero. He's not in camp because of this visa problem, but he's also had this visa problem in 2022, 2023. So it's a reoccurring thing. So unfortunately, it happens. So hopefully he's staying in Dominican Republic now, staying fit and throwing, and he's just staying in shape. So, oh yeah, American League East is going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. I think too. Yeah, I agree. McMahon needs to stay at third base. I don't think it's a good idea to put him at short. I know you want to just test and see if he has some versatility, but keep Caballero there. Really, just Lombard, someone else. I would not mess with McMahon's kind of mojo at third base. I wouldn't do it. It's not. He clearly is not the same fielder at short than he was at third, or than he is at third. That's true. But it is what it is, right? But that's what I got, gang. We're on 40 minutes right now, so I'm going to get upstairs, go prep some food, go check homework, get kids showered up. Yeah, so Shavi's got 3 options and 5 years of control. No, and that gives him ample time. Looks like Jake Bird had options, so they optioned him out. They worked on him, and now he's a hell of a lot better. He looks really good in the spring. So Shavi has the same thing. They'll work on things with Blake in the pitching lab, and he'll be back later on better than ever. Which I do think the trade, just like the Bird trade, it's for later. 5 years of control gives you a lot of time to kind of work on stuff. Like the Bird trade, the Duvall trade. He's got multiple years of control. Bednar has in control. So all those things were for this year and beyond, which is good, right? Jung Hoo Lee. There you go. That's right. Luis Arias of the Giants. That's right. Amos, Chapman. Not bad. Not bad. I appreciate you, Kenneth, man. Appreciate the kind words, man. But I'm going to let you all go. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace and love to all these. Thank you, everybody. You're always coming in and giving your feedback and spending some time with us, Ken. Thank you for the membership as well. That's greatly appreciated. You guys are the best. Peace and love, gang. If anything else comes out, you know where you're going to get it. See y'all next time.